Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bessie Beneath and the Debt-Free Farm Challenge. Still over here doing our canola harvest. Ahead and harvested another load. Got another full harvester. Hey Paul, what's up? Whoa. Hey, I'm looking at this contract. Once we finish out the one we've got, $9,500. This corn contract, lose $2,000, but we should make well over $10,000 in additional income. Also looking at buying a field, trying to figure out how much money I need to get a field. I need $153,000. Gosh, $102,000. That's my target right there. I want to buy 75. Hey, Anthony and Degas, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. Glad you made it. So I was sitting here harvesting this field and looking at this pond, and I had this idea. Wouldn't it be cool if somebody could figure out how to basically make it so every so often saw like a little fish come up and, like, you know, ripple the water. And not that you saw the fish, but you saw the water ripple. Wouldn't that be cool? Just every so often you'd see some part of the pond have a little water ripple, or obviously a fish came up and tried to get a bug or something that was on the water. Hey Aaron, what's up? Somebody could figure out how to do that. That would be amazing. What do y'all think? Is that a good idea? That'd be cool. What little details would you like to see somehow incorporated into the game to just pick that realism up a little bit? Did everybody see the 6 ashes video? Got that scheduled for last night at midnight. Yeah, uploaded that video sometime around 7:30. And YouTube, I went to bed a little after 11. YouTube was still chewing on it, working on processing the HD version. I have no idea when it finished, but I basically said, you know what? I don't want this thing sitting unpublished until morning. I scheduled it up for midnight. You guys are able to check it out. It's a really cool map, and I liked some of the concepts that they were playing with there, like buying the honey pot and the little fishery area. That was a pretty cool idea. Some passive money making. I have no idea how much you would earn per hour. I didn't look at that. I didn't buy it in fast forward or anything. Like, what if you could buy like a little area off of your main farm that was like a little produce stand. Like, you sold produce during the summer. out of your garden. Wouldn't that be cool? And as a result of having the playing with seasons in the summer, the produce stand would appear, and during the summer and autumn, you got a little bit of money per day from selling produce, selling corn, vegetables out of your garden. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, we've got snowmen, we've got icicles, we've got other things that show up in the wintertime. You know, we've seen the trick where during the summer you've got a grill out in the backyard. In autumn it's not there. You know, we've seen things like in a map where there's a kind of like a farm machinery show during the summer in a grass field. Then in all the rest of the seasons there's nothing there. Wouldn't it be cool if you had like a little vegetable stand at the street by your farm, and during summer it earns you a little bit of money. There was a mod in 15 that kind of did that. It'd be cool if it was built into the map and it happened during summer and autumn with season. I got thinking about that with respect to the South Island farm gameplay. We're trying to be self-sufficient with our storyline. You know, we now have greenhouse. Technically, we have 2 greenhouses now. We've got animals. I don't think the video is aired where the video has not aired yet where I sell some pigs. I kind of demonstrate how we're going to work the watering the pigs for the farm use. I don't know, maybe placeables can do that, or have it built into the map. No, can scenery objects pay you money? Scenery objects can have the seasons and mire or whatever that causes it to appear or disappear depending on the season. Could it have a revenue tag to it? Or it earns you, let's say, $100 a day when it is present. When it's not present, it doesn't earn you any money. Farmer to get a workout. Running across the field. I think when we dumped this, we transported 50% of the contract. So we got a decent amount of canola left over after we satisfy the contract. Well, you could set it so cheap. You could set it so it earns you like $10 an hour. Right? So if it only gave you $10 an hour, it's only going to give you $240 a day. But what is nice is with seasons, you can now configure it to basically calculate out the money earned per day dependent upon the season duration. There's a hook that you can do, and the hook basically then allows you to have a different payout per day, possibly. Definitely allows you to have a different production level per day, right? Like GTX's silos, GTX's food things. If you've got seasons activated, you're going to have a different production depending on the number of days per season. So I wonder if it could be hooked into a different amount of placeable payout per day based on season duration. GTX, welcome to the channel. You know, I just few ideas without any real idea on how to implement them. Oh, whoa, 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 what was that? I saw the green light there before. Guess if it's closed, does it turn red? Holy, where's that? Rueton Heights. Oh, it's where I am. Contract finished. Yes. So everything else left in the field, left in the harvester is profit. Nice. And my immediate goal is to get $107,000. Buy that grass field down by the BGA. Imagine if we can do that before winter. I can mow that grass and add that to the bale that up and add that to my income. Yeah, like a farm stand outside the house. I mean, yeah, cool if it was placeable too, because then you can add it to a map. But the idea of what if it was like built into the map. Of course, you know, if you have a, sometimes I think about Farm Sim 17 where you only have one starting place, right? 19, if you have multiple possible starting places, you can start anywhere, really. Build your own farm, then you would want it to be a placeable so you could put down your own little produce stand. Like you could have a whole kit, right? You could have a whole kit. Like you can have the fruit trees. You can have like somehow you could have like a little patch of sweet corn. You could have like tomatoes and cucumbers, you know, just all kinds of stuff people would buy at a farmer's market or at a, you know, just a roadside stand. So the fruit trees in Hoff, they just dole out fruit every couple days. The way I understand it, I think they just spew fruit every couple days. TX would know more about those. I think Darren actually tweaked the fruit trees so they only produce during summer and autumn, maybe. I know he definitely made it so that the foliage obeys seasons. I could see a greenhouse being able to pay out money or produce something year round because of the whole concept that it's greenhouse. Hey Lewis, what's up? The other day we were talking about the bale storage that was auto-loading bale storage for consoles and everything. Turns out the bale storage doesn't allow you to have more than the 200 bales. Turns out, I think it's a bug, quite frankly. Turns out that with the ability to buy bales now, on console, you have a 200 bale limit, right? You can only have 200 bales, in theory, in your game save at any one point in time. If you're making bales with a baler and you get to 200, you get a message that says you've got too many bales, get rid of some before you make more. But I think it's a bug because you can buy unlimited number of bales. If you had the money, you could buy 500 bales on console if you wanted. And your game would probably lag all the junk, but it would let you. So I'm under the impression that it's a bug that either they forgot to implement some sort of bale counter at the shop when you're buying bales, or bale counter that they tried to implement is broke. The reason I think it's a bug is because clearly they want to limit bales on console, because when you make bales, you can only make 200. Unlike PC where you can make as many as you want. But for whatever reason, when you buy bales on console, you can buy as many as you want. What do y'all think? You think it's a bug? You think it's intended? Hey, Crazy Trucker, what is up? Look, I swear this light came on. No, it's always on. Okay. I'll have to check and see if this light turns red at night. This is all profit. So we had $3,000 and some worth of profit. Another $3,000, so $6,000 worth of profit. And I think this contract's going to pay us out $6,000. I'm going to run down the shop. We're going to return this. And then we're going to grab the massive $9,000 corn. Cat Dragon, what is up? So, question was, do we think that Giants has a bug in the game with respect to bale limits on consoles? So on PC, you can bale as many bales as you want. On console, you can only bale up to 200. There's a bale counter and a bale limiter. You can only have 200 bales on any one given save if you make them. So, but in 19, they implemented the ability to buy bales. 17, we had a mod you could buy bales for a while. But in 19, they implemented the ability to buy bales base game. And it turns out that while there is a... Oh, that's my tractor. don't want to sell that. Oh, look at that spawning. So on console, there's a bale counter and a bale limiter if you make bales. But if you buy bales, there is no such counter, no such limiter. You can buy as many bales as you have money. So the question was, I think it's a bug that either they forgot to implement a bale counter or a bale limiter when you buy bales, or they have a bale counter, bale limiter in the shop, but it doesn't work. Because I saw the CLEP video where did a video about those bale storage buildings, and he was able to buy a bunch of bales and put way over 200 in them. His game went to junk, lagged like crazy, but he was able to. So, but then later he was bailing on that game save, and it wouldn't let him make any more bales. And he could buy it. So he did a test and demonstrated that you can only make up to 200, but you can buy as many as you have money for. So I hold that it's an unintended bug. Either they forgot to implement a bale counter limiter at the shop, or they did and it doesn't work. And that's why GTX's bale storage sheds are so awesome, because each bale has, I don't know how many polygons. And then when you have a field of 75 bales, or you have 200 bales all stacked together, pretty resource intensive. His bale buildings takes the polygon count down significantly, because when the bales are stored, bales aren't physically there, it's just a representation. I hope I can get through the gate. Oh yeah, this is a double gate. Good. Right, so that's why I think it's a bug. My in-game volume is too loud. What do other people think? Kind of the way it always is. I'm gonna turn it down if other people think it's loud. I do like the texture on this corn. Not a big fan of the harvested texture. I like that of the on Nebraska lands and such. I do like the corn texture on here. Didn't comment in the what was that Polish map I did yesterday? What's the name of it? But, and I forgot to comment, but I think it had some weird custom texture for soybeans that looked kind of like grass. Harvester has that screen in it. We talked a little bit about 6 ashes earlier. Just seeing if everyone had seen the video. Talked about basically recorded that video and uploaded it around 7:30 last night, my time, and by 11 p.m. YouTube was still chewing on it, trying to process the HD version. I just scheduled it for release at midnight. Oops. Drop. Oh, we're down here by the trailer park. Only one trailer with a why would be spewing smoke like that out of a roof vent right by a door. Make any sense? Don't make no sense. Oh, what did you find on 6 ashes? Found a satellite dish in a tree. Forgot to mention that during the video because I was too much oohing and ahhing over how pretty it looked. Hey Hank, what's up? I'm sure someone is going to be here smart enough to figure it out, Bradley. Okay, so the water pump needs to be a certain distance from a water trigger. The way I understand it. Now, the water pump I thought was the distance. I think they expanded the distance. So some of it has to do with where you put the water pump. And I know that something I learned after I did my video, that I know that if there's a water trough at the pig area, but when you fill the water trough, it like fills in that depression. The water level in that depression goes up. So it may be that you just put the water pump too far away from the actual water trigger. I kind of stopped using the Seasons water pump because it's expensive. And when I can use GTX's real tracker, when I use GTX's water pipes, yeah, that's free and easy water. But that water pump is expensive comparatively. Yeah, and on console you can't do an F5 to see where the trigger is. So the GTX water pipes, they appear at the water trigger. So I don't know. I think it really depends on where you put the trigger at, or where you put the pump at. Well, thanks for the super chat, Cat Dragon. A little running zombie. High-class squirrel? I missed something? Now, I know the pump needs to be a certain distance from the water trigger. Oh yeah, the squirrel with a satellite dish. Well, I saw it when I was doing the precursory drive around that I do. Because I had seasons activated and I had straw harvest activated just to see if they would work together. Of course, with seasons, the tree doesn't have any foliage. So I was just kind of floating around the map, flying around, looking at things. And I saw this thing in a tree. Like, what is that? I looked closer, I was like, oh, it's a satellite dish. Not going to get very good reception in the tree. Okay, definitely you can ask on the forums. Oh, I don't remember. I think it was towards the south. Yeah, I think it was near a road. And obviously it was by a house in a yard somewhere. What was next to it, I don't remember, because I mean, I looked at the map for a total of probably about 20 minutes before I recorded the video. And at that point I still didn't have any orientation as to where I was or where anything else was. Okay, this sheep farm. Thinking about doing this sheep farm is $130,000. A little bit too expensive. Big farm. 98, but you need land. No way I was going to do that. Going to do that. You know, you had this little arable area up here. I settled down here, 71 grand. I do like the 6 ashes setup, where you've got that old equipment, and basically you're taking over an old farm. You got a decent farmhouse and everything. You know, you got a decent house and yard. Clearly, no one's farmed on the farm for a while. And as a result, you've got a bunch of farm junk back in the building. With the tractor and the truck, the harvester that haven't run in years. You have to clear out the farm building before you can get to the equipment that you can revitalize. Really cool idea. This is going to pay us $7,000. Hopefully we can get another 7 grand residual income in the corn. Get us up to $76,000. Then we're only about 30 away from buying that field. And it's still early autumn. Where you think most of them will start up at the big dairy farm? So, has everyone heard the news about the Xbox pricing? Xbox X and Xbox One X, S, whatever letter suits your fancy. Pricing has been leaked and confirmed at this point. $299 for the little one, and $499 for the big one. Talk about a loss leader. They are losing their shirt on hardware with the config of those things. And you dang well know it. You're going to be charging a pretty penny for online services. And I got to suspect that there's going to be a premium for console games in general. Lose their shirt on hardware just to make a fortune on game sales over the next 5 years. So $299 for the Xbox S. So the S does not have a drive. So it's all downloaded. I don't know. You might be able to plug. I don't think you can plug in a drive. Has no drive. It's all digital. It's all download. Apparently, it's like $200 for a external terabyte drive add-on. But yeah, you know you're gonna get bend over, because you're gonna get a good add-ons and accessories. Right? Any rate, $299 the S. Now, from what I understand, the S is a little watered down, physically smaller. I think it may be, the CPU may be a little smaller. Lower clocks. Might have a little less graphic memory. GPU may be clocked down a little bit. But definitely has a little lower performance from its bigger brother in at $499. But with that pricing being set, I think Sony's been put on notice. Games will be expensive. There'll be, guarantee there's going to be an online subscription service. Like the computer printer model. We'll give you the printer, but you're going to pay a fortune for the ink to use it. Okay, Scooter, I haven't had a chance to read all of it yet. I just kind of saw it. Less RAM, a lower GPU, and no drive. So no physical games. You're going to have to download them all. Hey, Big Farm UK, what is up? And officially next week, next Thursday, holy cow, NVIDIA GTX 3080 hits the streets for sale next Thursday. $599, or is it $499? No. What is it? $699? Yeah, $699. Because the 3070 was $499. That's coming out next month. Watching some videos today of some talking heads, talking tubers, basically doing unboxings, showing us the card. You couldn't show you any benchmarks, couldn't plug it up. An embargo's still on that. I gotta wonder when that embargo is going to lift. Going to lift sometime next week. It'll lift tomorrow. It'll lift Monday. Get the hype. People all hyped up. I think what NVIDIA wants is want people to be excited. And they want people's pocketbooks to just flow out money for AMD's graphics card announcement next month. They want you to spend their money, your money on them, for AMD's announcement, before you see what they have to offer and at what price point they're going to offer at. I'd say now's a good time to wait. Now's a good time to wait on everything. Wait till you see what AMD announces. Wait till you see where their performances are. See what their prices are at. AMD is going to apparently be announcing new chips next month. Gotta figure out where their performance is. That pricing at. Where do these consoles come in? I mean, are we talking about game prices? I mean, console tax, exact same game, the exact same game on PC is always going to be cheaper than the same game on console, because consoles lose it on hardware and they got to make it up somewhere. So they get a percent cut from the game developer. Like everybody that bought, so if you bought SnowRunner, how much was SnowRunner on console? Well, it's how much was Farm Sim on console, right? So Farm Sim, we know that Giants doesn't go on sale. They never discount their stuff. So Farm Sim on PC is $25. Base game. Of course, we don't get Seasons Pass. I'm just curious, what's the base game, non-Platinum Edition, non-Season Pass? Farm Sim 19 on console. Well, the Xbox, the big boy, Xbox X is $499. It is $500. The S version is $299. So on PC, the base game, base SnowRunner. Pull up the store. How about the console tax? Base game is $40. And the premium edition was $60. So Farm Sim on PC is $25 base game. No, we don't have a Seasons Pass. No Platinum Edition. Wondering what base game Farm Sim is on a console. Right now, $25 Farm Sim base. No Platinum Edition, no Seasons Pass. Straight up standard. $29.99. Of course, that might have been on sale, right? I was getting $25.99 from Giant's website because they never go on sale. On Steam, it is $14.99 right now. There it is on Steam. $14.99. Platinum edition is $20.99. Pre-purchase the premium edition for $40. Now, SnowRunner was $39.99 base and $59 premium edition, which is also the season's pass. And then for you all to play online, you got to pay an add-on fee. Oh. Where are we going? Oh, we're going down to the biogas plant. Haven't sold down there yet. $40 on Xbox. Is that on sale at all, or is that base? $25, so it's an extra $15 for Xbox. Compared to the Giants price, correct? SnowRunner is $50 base game versus $39, so it's a little bit more. Those prices aren't too bad. $106 for SnowRunner? Holy cow. That's an additional $40. I could buy the premium edition and the standard edition for $106. Yeah, fuel's still free. There is no real economy on the game. It's all about you get paid so you can buy upgrades and trucks. I don't know, there might be a mod to make fuel cost money. Oh, that's 106 is for PlayStation Platinum. Hey, whatever works, right, Graham? Whatever works. to get our weight. We were out of water too. I think horses would be a great option for the debt-free farm. They don't cost any money. Yep, sometimes I use a wheel, sometimes I use the controller. If I'm driving first person, usually it's the wheel. If I'm driving third person, it's usually controller. Controller and keyboard. I use a controller. For whatever reason, my hand goes numb. Be exciting for you to get that and try it out, right? Oh, slow down, Nelly. Slow down. %. 92% when we haul the next load. Yeah, hopefully it's Logitech and not the Sci-Tech. Logitech branded, then I think it's going to be a little bit better. I've heard decent things about the side panel. But the side panel lasts a lot longer than the wheel and pedal. No, there is no shortcut I can take. I thought once about the side panel, but I'm like, there's so many buttons, I'd forget which one does what. One reason, there's two reasons why I don't map keys on my steering wheel for Farm Sim. One, I don't think I'd ever remember which one did what. And two, I want to be able to basically say, you know, Standard game, standard key mappings. This is how you do something. I know. I'd love a mini map in SnowRunner, right? I hope they last a while too, Graham. You play on? Are you on a? Are you PC or are you console? Which one are you? Yep, turning the wheel and hitting the keys. Sure. Now, what's interesting is I don't have any problem in ATS with the fact that I've mapped the keys to the keyboard or to the wheel. But I also use a whole lot less keys in ATS. Minecraft, I don't get it. My youngest likes to be on Minecraft. I just don't get it. It's because I'm not that big into being creative. So yeah, I mean, when at some point mods are going to hopefully hit their runner for console, maybe somebody will make one where fuel costs money. I mean, in their Discord, they've made comments about a mini map, but I think their idea of a mini map is the full screen map. I don't get it. I've not tried ATS in VR, no. I expect, you know, the heavy equipment wheel and pedals will whet your appetite for wheel, and it might not be too long before you're interested in something a bit more substantial. I used to run ATS with the Track IR, the head tracker, but when I upgraded my monitor to a bigger monitor, it's too tall now. Distance that I sit away from it, so the sensor that sits on the monitor is too high, and I sit too close, so it doesn't track the greatest. I mean, you could probably map side panel's joystick to be a shifter, but it would probably just be an up, shift up, shift down. And the pedals, I think, on the side panel are just two pedals, gas and brake. So you'd have to kind of do an automatic clutch, or maybe a push button clutch. In ATS, I just run full automatic, but I shift with my paddles, forward and reverse, drive and reverse, if you will. Yeah, so Track IR works in Farm Sim and ATS. In Farm Sim, it only works when you're in this perspective. Basically, instead of moving the mouse left and right, you just turn your head left and right, up and down. Lean forward, it's like zooming in. Farmer Jack, I have no idea. I don't know what would be involved in implementing VR at the game level. Yeah, you can lean left and right, Here you could lean over and get a real close view of the screen. Read it better. Oh, thanks, Cat Dragon, for the super chat again. Yeah, I don't know when Sony's going to announce the pricing for the PS5. That'll be interesting. Oh, no problem. I don't know what else there is to cover with seasons. Well, thank you, Farmer Jack. Super chat with the little bouncy paradise-shaped dude. I like those little animated dudes. Pretty cool. No, what about snow? Hey, all the seasons play so far, I've somehow managed to do maps that are semi-tropical in nature. Emerald Coast, the geo was too warm. Now I'm on South Island Farm. No way that's going to ever have snow. We'll have to see if we get snow on this map. How's it broken? On 17, I didn't really have a lot of snow. Kind of luck of the draw, I guess. Oh well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to see it on console because I don't play on console. I mean, I've seen console players where snow is sometimes black. That was in 17. Oh, the carrots pay out too much? That's the problem with some of those, added crops. The economy isn't very well matched, balanced. Anybody know anything about Millennial Farmer map in console? I don't know anything. I haven't seen it go up in console testing. I know when I did. Oh, that's the map I played. I played. What's that Pennsylvania map's name? Can't remember. Oh, I deleted those mods too. Getting so forgetful. I knew I played some other map other than Emerald Coast and South Island Farm. Seasons. Didn't even see snow on that map. Get the name of it now. See here. Pick my playlist. Bucks County, that's what it was. Bucks County. I didn't get any snow on Bucks County either. Or nothing really worth. I did get snow, but nothing really worth remembering. So glitched as in it doesn't snow? I don't understand. I tell you, Seasons had a serious snow glitch before it released. I had more snow than I needed in the pre-release version. I had snow high enough to where the cows basically were, that was up to the top of the cows. Well above the maximum snow height. Yeah, there was something. It was something with the calculations. every time you would exit the game and come back in, you would get a snow layer. And when I was doing testing, I would spend maybe 15-20 minutes doing something, and then I'd go do something else, and a bunch of load and reloads. And for whatever reason, every time I loaded a game, it would add a layer of snow. So thick the vehicles lost their physics. I am not going to do a series on 6 Ashes that I plan on. I just don't know when I would have time. If we're doing this 3 days a week, and if I'm doing South Island Farm, trying to stay ahead of that, put 3 videos a week out on that, and I'm pretty much done No Runner until they do an update. But I still want to continue the ATS stuff. Got back into F1 2020. So I want to basically do a race a week, F1 2020. And there is a secret project coming to the channel in October. Everyone is going to want to stick around for. So it's like, when can I play it? This is Bessie Beneath. Another British map. Oh, I can't give you a hint other than that it's going to be a multiplayer. And it's going to be a team 5-on-5 multiplayer. No basketball. The Farm Sim 5-on-5 multiplayer challenge. So I'm not really a big fan of the channels that kind of do one map a day. I would spend half hour trying to figure out where the heck I was last week. I don't feel you really get any sense of continuation when you got kind of one map a day. Today we're on this map, tomorrow we're on a different map, the next day we're on a different map. It would take you months, literal months, 6 months to get through a game here. So you'd end up jumping before you even got through a game here onto the next map. And it's like, are you ever really doing anything? Raznik, what is up? I've been not that I avoid console. I get it. I seriously wanted to do this debt-free farm challenge on a console map. Seriously, I did. And I looked at a bunch of maps. I wanted to do a Polish debt-free farm challenge. But none of them really ended up speaking well to me. Then I looked at some British maps. And dang it. I go and settle on this one that's not console, right? I will tell you that when Mr. Raznick there finishes his let's build a farm on No Man's Land, I will play that. So that's definitely a console map, right? The only downside is you won't be able to play his iteration of it, but it's still No Man's Land. Pretty sure he's building the farm with the stuff that's in the Giants mod hub, for the most part. Still need to try harder. Do what you do, because it's pretty darn good. For me, to put me in front of a blank canvas and say, paint me a picture, I'd be like, I don't know where to start. So for me, No Man's Land is like a blank canvas. Like, I don't know where to start. Or I might be like, okay, I want to build a cow farm, but I don't know where to start. Then I'm just hung up going, well, if I start over here, what if that's not a good spot? Then I would want to start over there. Or, okay, once I got the farm done, now what? I don't know where to, I don't have the mind, I have the vision on expanding out and just starting in a corner and working your way out and building it. So, No Man's Land came out and like, oh man, this is so cool. Such a great concept. Fully grasping the whole build your own farm, build your own map, make the map your own. It's like, it's too daunting, too intimidating. I can't place buildings without screwing something up. I'll let Mr. Raznick build out an awesome map on No Man's Land, and then I'll just play it. Alright, later, Cat Dragon. Thanks for dropping by. Maybe you'll feel better later. So, South Island Farm is kind of like that. But it's already got a farm there. So it feels less daunting. I can use the starting farm and kind of work my way there. I mean, I've placed more buildings on South Island Farm than I have placed on every other place game save. I mean, I built out a decent BGA and a couple other little areas on Emerald Coast, but pretty sure I've placed more things on South Island Farm than any other game play combined. And that still took me, I don't know how many hours to do. Oh, slow down. Thing has no brakes. Like a real tractor. Like, stand on the brakes and hope they stop you. we filled it. Oh, we'd only be at 92%, but we've got 6,000. Everything else that's left is pure profit. And we've already earned 6 grand. Oh my gosh. There's lots of dough. Lots of dougage. Darren could only get Black Sheep Modding to say, yeah, that's cool. I'd love to play South Mountain Creamery at least. If I don't stream it, I'll play with you guys offline. Man, October's going to be busy. Then November we got the Platinum thing coming out. Then when I get sick of the Platinum map, I'll probably do that. What's that other Alpine map? The one that starts with W? South Mountain Creamy was a really nice map in 17. Really enjoyed that one. I had a blast on Emerald Coast. I can't tell you how many hundreds of hours between 17 and 19 we spent on that one. Midtown USA on 17 was fun. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that the PS5 will be in November. They gotta get the holiday rush. You can't let Microsoft cash in on the holiday rush. Now I think there is a North American map in Mod Hub testing somewhere in Canada. I think that's the name of it. I had the privilege of taking a look at a pre-release version of that one, and got some interesting concepts on there. I already harvested the whole field. Well, they can't really put it off another year. Trust me, folks will spend money on it. Let's see here. Where that map was based, I can check real quick. Told me. Hey, it told me. No, I don't think he told me. Might be a possibility. It wasn't that flat. It was rolling hills. And lots of custom signage. His workbench has never left. It's just always been around. You're never going to get away from it. Till everyone just gets exposed and nature does its thing and you get your antibody immunities. Yeah. Now there is signage. The map does have an interstate that runs through it, and there is like interstate signs. Maybe a sign. I may be remembering a sign that talks about Alberta. Just in time for a stimulus check to buy you a console. Or a brand new 3000 series graphics card. Hey, Dear King, what's up? Turn in here. Oh. Already earned $6 grand. Let's see what initial 11,000 liters of corn gets us. I don't know if it included a geo or not. I gotta get all my crashes in Farm Sim because I don't want to crash the race car. $3,600. And $7,500, so $80,000. Make sure we feed our cows. Then I'll take out a contract so it locks it in. Pro gamer move. Get a contract before nightfall. You don't want it to go away. happened to my bales? 3 bale stacks. Yep, Nebraska lands is 4x. Big old fields. Be sure to get it from Simply Safe Mods. He just updated that. Latest update has a corn dryer. You got alfalfa. You got lots of other cool things going on. Corn stalks. Leave that over here. Oh, harvest. Fertilize that field. 89 in oats. Have to buy our own seed. That would go against some of this. Seven. Got autos. Oh, we could easily see that if we harvest. Accept that contract. Ching! And let's go. Bed. Pop those off. On our weight. I find it hard to. Why are we fertilizing in early autumn, right? I don't know, but you want to pay me $9 grand. I'll fertilize your taters until they rot. Fine with me. Trying to get 107,000 so I can buy another grass field. Before the grass goes away, then I can mow that, bale it, and have even more silage to sell to BGA. Now, proud owners of a biogas plant. Fazdak, you missed the start of the stream. We're talking about it'd be cool if there was a mod or a feature in a map where you had a produce stand. You could sell produce. Little produce stand you could place kind of at your road, at your lane. So, fruit and vegetables that you grew out of a little garden. Talked about wouldn't it be cool if like these ponds that are on these maps, you could have like little fish nipping at the water surface. You'd see little ripples, fish. Then, or if it was built into the map, where the produce stand would only show up during summer and autumn, based on seasons. So speaking of nuts, I don't know if you ever on Audible, if you got that book, Nut Jobs. It was free a couple months ago. That was an interesting listen. Related to nut heists in California. People were stealing semi-truckloads of nuts. It would be cool if the AI drivers were like those in ATS. I haven't looked to see what that Audible Plus library is. Hey, you get so much free stuff. Yeah, people, well, believed organized crime were stealing semi-trailer loads of almonds and other nuts that are grown in California, because nuts are big business. Semi-trailer load of nuts is like $1 million or something. In fact, some of the plots, some of the storyline in the Pony Express Transport ATS game, where I talk about looking for jobs on job boards and private owner operators basically really having a cutthroat job and trying to, you know, undercut each other for these independent hauling contracts. A lot of that information came from what I learned listening to that book about how these criminals were basically using innocent owner-operators to basically drive up onto these farms, pick up a trailer of nuts with faulty paperwork, and then they were supposed to deliver the nuts to the port or something, in let's say LA. But as they are on the way to the port, the guy or the company that hired them to do the job, the legit job they thought that turned out to be a heist, basically says, hey, we're going to reroute you to this other location. You know, we're going to pay you some more money in cash because it's kind of out of your way. We just want you to drop the trailer, and then we got another driver that's going to come pick it up. You know, sounds awful suspicious, right? But hey, cash is involved. Owner-operators are running on thin margins already. One of those don't ask, don't tell. Okay, it doesn't sound right, but I'm not asking anything. Less I know, the better. Lighting there. Really couldn't see what we fertilized or not. Six sunflowers. That's way down here. Well, that'll be a fun one to do right down here by the BGA. $200,000. This is the one I want to buy. 102. We're up to 85. All right, so that's what we're going to call it for the night. We're close enough. Where are we at? Oh, hour 49 minutes. And that's where we're going to call it for the night. I'm going to park this up here at the shop. We're going to be back on Saturday for more of the Debt-Free Farm Challenge. We're going to continue this till, well, I guess until October, when Super Secret Special Project comes out. Multiplayer 5-on-5, that's all I'm going to tell you. You're not going to want to miss it because it's going to be awesome. Outstanding. Incredible. I can't pitch it enough. Never before seen. This side of, well, I can't tell you because that might give it away. At any rate, come back Saturday for some more Bessie Beneath, Debt-Free Farm Challenge. Tomorrow we've got a new episode of South Island Farm hitting us at noontime. On Saturday, we're going to have a F1 2020 race. Be in race. I am in. Where am I at? I am in Canada. That's where I am. Race in Canada on Saturday, I think. Yeah. And then Saturday night we'll be back here. So until next time, happy farming.